let me direct your attention to what is possibly one of the greatest movies ever made by the human beings. It's a movie called Saltwater. I think the Battle of Ramree Island. But anyways, it's based upon the Battle of Ramree Island in World War II. And what happens in this movie is four idiots, absolute idiots. Actually, everyone in this movie is an idiot. Uh, Go on a special mission or something to take pictures of some ammo dump and you don't really understand what the fuck is happening, but it doesn't matter anyway because you're in for some extreme entertainment in this movie. It is fucking hilarious. It is The Room 2, and here it is. I'm gonna tell you about it. They made a Room 2, and this is it. Now, I can't really pinpoint what's so terrible about this movie, but I'll just go over some of the stupid moments in this movie and you will laugh your ass off. There seems to be the most pointless dialogue. It goes on for fucking ever. You get so bored by it. The old guy's boring, the characters are unlikable except for the Indian dude, and overall everybody they're just a bunch of pansies that nobody would send on this mission. And you're going to see some incredible things. Things that include a guy getting revenge for getting pissed on, something asphyxiation with gum. And listen to this fucking dialogue.
The reason I took the compass and went out walking earlier was so I could try to ascertain our position and plan our route eastward.
And?
To the east, there's just more swamp.
How about north?
More swamp.
South?
Swamp.
Are you telling me?
I'm sorry to say, we're not out of the swamp. We're on an island in the middle of the swamp.
Now, if that wasn't gold enough, it goes on. There's pissing on the guy's head, as I mentioned previous, which is a fucking unbelievable scene, and how the Japanese soldiers never saw these guys just sitting there is incredible. There's another particularly great fucking scene where the two idiots of the group are fighting as they do throughout the whole movie. They're fighting with each other over the one Indian guy sneaking around. We get a few pictures of a beautiful crocodile, and an idiot fucking falls asleep right by the swamps when they were just talking about fucking crocodiles like 5 minutes ago. He takes a sleep by a fucking pond and he gets fucking eaten by a crocodile. We get some obvious plastic crocodile imagery. And yeah, overall, every single one of these characters made mistakes that they're responsible for their own deaths. And literally, the laughs just keep going on and on and on as you question what the hell is even going on. We get some random backstories and flashbacks. They're often very confusing, including this one here where the young soldier pictures his unbelievably hot wife for like a split second, and then it's over and it just doesn't go anywhere from here. We get constant bickering back and forth between one of the asshole British soldiers and the Indian dude, who, the Indian dude is probably one of the greatest characters. I fucking love him. He's good-hearted, good-natured, but all the characters are just such horrible acting. It really wears on you. And these two relationship is so fucking annoying, but by the time the end of the movie, you're just done with them. Now, another particularly amazing scene takes place kind of early on in the movie. And what happens is the British soldier goes fighting and beating up on these Japanese soldiers. They're randomly out in the middle of nowhere and look like security guards and not like Japanese soldiers. They get their asses absolutely handed to them. He pulls off some moves, and he seems pretty proud of himself, and he talks to the group. Now, he totally fucking forgot, like an absolute idiot, that they were holding a gun and that they may actually be knocked out, and none of them even have near the foresight to take the gun from the Japanese soldiers. They're just laying on the ground, hopefully knocked out and unconscious, but they don't know this, and it backfires on the idiotic British soldier that everybody hates, who's somewhat the main character of the movie. And he almost gets shot by one of the Japanese soldiers. Lo and behold, gets up with a smirk on his face. Now the Indian dude takes and fires a fucking mechanism at the back of the Japanese soldiers' heads. Let's get into the play-by-play of this, because this is incredible. Now you might remember that previously the Indian guy had actually been making this weapon earlier on, and we didn't catch on to it. Incredible shit. The dialogue at times is fucking hilarious, and they'll often bumble to each other like absolute idiots, not solving any of the problems, but confusing each other greatly. There's a scene where they get completely confused and look like idiot pansies standing in the middle of the swamp. There's another scene where the dialogue just hits an absolute comical gold piece when the Indian guy says his actual full name, and we get this amazing dialogue that I'm about to show you now.
Very good, Jack. Pleased to make your acquaintance. My name is Hari Narayan Shera Punjab Singh, Lal Killa, Chandni Chowk, Delhi wala.
I forget it.
So there you have it. If you haven't seen Saltwater, Battle of Ramree Island 2021, I recommend that you stop everything you're doing right now and immediately take your family, friends, get absolutely ripped, rolled, and fucking watch this movie, because it is literally The Room 2. A movie so shitty, so stupid, so senseless, so unlikable, and so fucking terrible that you'll laugh your ass off and piss yourself, because it makes no sense, and it actually does a lot to discredit the original story as opposed to enlighten the original story that happened during World War II. It's fucking funny. Check it out.